Now you can't see it from here because of the angle, but between the ship's hull and the wall of the lock, there's probably about just a foot of clearance. It's a tight fit. Miraflores locks can be reached by car, by taxi, by bus, and I think even by the Panama Railroad. They have a visitor center here, a little museum, and if you have nothing better to do and you like boats, you can come out here and hang out at the observation post and watch all the ships coming through the canal. That would be an interesting way to spend a couple hours. Don't just look at one ship, look at a bunch of them traveling in both directions. One of the things I had on my list of things to do while in Panama before COVID struck. The mules are busy doing what the mules do. You know, it's a fascinating history behind the canal. You know, in the old days, people had to sail down around the tip of South America to reach the west coast of South America and North America. Very long, very dangerous journey. And they kind of discovered the Isthmus of Panama, and it's only 50 miles across from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. So they would let passengers off, and their luggage off on one coast, and they would take boats, and they would take donkeys or horses or whatever they had available, and they would cross from one side to another. And then they catch a ship on the other side. And then, of course, people dreamed of the canal. The narrator that comes on board was talking about cost. He says the average cost to transit the Panama Canal for the average size ship is $200,000. And the bigger the ship, the more cargo it's carrying, the type of cargo it's carrying. If it has to use those new locks that they built because it's so big, they might be paying $1 million to cross from one side or another. And the narrator was saying how expensive that is. And he says, it sounds expensive, but the fares are based on basically 1/10 the cost it would cost that ship to sail around the tip of South America instead. So the ship companies, $1 million fee beats $10 million in expenses traveling around the Horn, the tip of South America. Thanks for watching. More is coming.